I am Kesten Rono, and you've made it to your second review section of the Course in Miracles. If you've been following along, we've been figuring out this book as we go. Initially, we did 50 lessons, and then we reviewed each lesson. 5 lessons per review day, 10 of them. Now we've made it another 20 lessons, and as I turn the page, the book says it's time for review. The structure appears to be different here. 10 days, 2 ideas each day, longer and shorter periods of meditation for each idea. We're going to do one in the morning and one at night. I'm going to read you some notes about the review section. We are now ready for another review. We will begin where our last review left off and cover 2 ideas each day. The earlier part of each day will be devoted to one of these ideas, and the latter part of the day to the other. We will have one longer exercise period and frequent shorter ones in which we practice each of them. The longer practice periods will follow this general form. Take about 15 minutes for each of them, and begin by thinking about the ideas for the day and the comments that are included in the assignments. I'll read these to you. Devote some 3 or 4 minutes to reading them over slowly, several times if you wish, and then close your eyes and listen. Repeat the first phase of the exercise period if you find your mind wandering, but try to spend the major part of the time listening quietly but attentively. There is a message waiting for you. Be confident that you will receive it. Remember that it belongs to you and that you want it. Do not allow your intent to waver in the face of distracting thoughts. Realize that, whatever form such thoughts may take, they have no meaning and no power. Replace them with your determination to succeed. Do not forget that your will has power over all fantasies and dreams. Trust it to see you through and carry you beyond them all. Regard these practice periods as dedications to the way, the truth, and the life. Regard these practice periods as dedications to the way, the truth, and the life. Refuse to be sidetracked into detours, illusions, and thoughts of death. You are dedicated to salvation. Be determined each day not to leave your function unfulfilled. You are dedicated to salvation. Be determined each day not to leave your function unfulfilled. Okay, I hear myself. Reaffirm your determination in the shorter practice periods as well, using the original form of the idea for general applications and more specific forms when needed. Some specific forms are included in the comments which follow the statement of the ideas. These, however, are merely suggestions. It is not the particular words you use that matter. All right, it is not the particular words we use that matter. We are coming here with intention. We have already announced we would like to see life differently. Here we are bringing conviction, devotion, and we are inviting an awareness, which we've already discussed, that we must be successful if we are aligned with God. If where your mind is linked to the eternal realm of knowledge, if how you see your Creator fundamentally is almighty and loving, then that is what you are. And because we go throughout life using the information we've gathered in the past to build a plan, even if we do it poorly, we imagine, to build a plan to help us be successful in the future, or to at least get by, because we believe that whatever we have done in the past is going to set us up for an opportunity to be successful in the future. And I've done that well, it would seem. But if you're like me, you've also been wary of whatever the future could hold. That's been me too. In any case, we are using the past as some kind of leverage to hope that the future goes our way. And we fundamentally believe that we know the best way for it to go once we start creating a plan. It has to be this. All will be well when I reach this. I suppose there's many lessons within here. Taking the step for the sake of the step. Letting go of timing and expectation. Finding ourselves in the present throughout this process. So the unknown is unknown. The future, it's unknown. And perhaps we do not pursue certain things because we do not know we will be successful. Will you go ask that girl out? Finally. Will you take on that new venture? Are you afraid to travel alone? Is there something you wish to share, a curiosity, out of love, but you think people won't listen? If we are aligned with a creator that is all-knowing and all-loving, and if we have been using our limited knowledge to help create comfort, thinking that will ease the variability of the future, which of course is a trick. But if we've been using this idea as knowledge for comfort, that we feel safer with knowledge, then we can very easily arrive at a conclusion that if we are aligned with God, we can always be successful. We may not know how things will work out, but if we are seeing something beyond our physical selves only, and therefore preserving it into the future, if we're seeing ourselves as invulnerable from the spiritual lens, and our God must therefore, of course, be invulnerable too, that we are talking about the infinite, that God would have to be able to create whatever it is that sets up the experience that we are having physically. For us to be able to have this physical experience, it's understandable if our minds, connected here in our consciousness, if they're in a safe place, perhaps they're even in one of complete safety, absolute peace, that they know love as a communication. We have been learning to accept that we always have the healing answer for whatever ails us, that God has made sure we are equipped with this even as we dream ourselves into darkness. We are still anchored like a long cord. We're diving underwater through caves, and we have this long cord linking us to where we came. It's been getting darker. Perhaps it feels scary, but fundamentally, we have never been left alone. So we are curious about whatever this foundational set of thoughts with God is, whatever we have been covering up, and what that connection would mean. And if we see ourselves fundamentally aligned in mind with our Creator who knows all things from beyond all time, we may invite ourselves to know more ease, that fundamentally wherever we go, we will be successful. You know this because if you had all knowledge, you might actually be able to plan for the future. And if your creator is beyond all time, which you would want to believe because it puts you in the position of being a creator yourself. If you believe that you are in lack or that your creator is in lack, well, then you are setting yourself up for an imagination of condemnation. You will always be below someone else who believes that they are more, whether they are righteous or not. So we must see ourselves as full, that we are created in fullness. And any noticing of our lack of fullness in the effects of what we are thinking, what we are noticing around us, those ideas which we cannot reconcile, these are our incongruencies with fullness, with peace, with patience, with love. If we fundamentally believe that that is how we vibrate, and we keep running into things that don't feel that way, that we're not finding the meaning that we're looking for there, or that some of those things are exactly what we're trying to protect ourselves against, well, then we are moving through a life of resistance, looking at the things that we do not want to run into. And thus, that is our experience. So we are opening our mind to seeing the solution to our problems, a fundamental solution that we have chosen to imagine we are separate from God. And that as we realign ourselves with God, using our recognition of how we are feeling, what we are seeing, allowing us to recognize that we are simply wearing those ideas rather than our holiness, we forgive ourselves for what we see fearfully. We forgive ourselves for what we notice in rage. We forgive ourselves for what we see shamefully. We forgive ourselves for what we thought was the root of our sadness. All of these things tell us to be fearful, angry, shameful, sad. That somehow our salvation, the idea that we would feel full, meaningful purpose, that we're going to find those through those ideas. How can discomfort fundamentally be comfortable? It expresses discomfort. Now we are curious about comfort, about ease, not dis-ease, about construction, not destruction. We want to build in truth. And so we are seeing ourselves in truth. And where is that taking us? Closer to noticing God and His love, not further. We can dive deeper into darkness until it is so maddening that we finally accept, oh, this is how many lessons I needed to notice that I wasn't going mad. I am. These ideas are maddening. I've accepted it. They are maddening. I've warned them. I am the host to them. I'm ready to forgive them, myself, to let them go. Regard these practice periods as dedications to the way, the truth, the life. Refuse to be sidetracked into detours, illusions, and thoughts of death. You are dedicated to salvation. Be determined each day not to leave your function unfulfilled. Be determined each day to fulfill your function. You are here to separate truth from illusion, align with this idea of the Holy Spirit, and connect yourself to God by seeing in truth. Everything else is happening for you. So you may have an opportunity to feel how naturally incongruent your upsets and your imagined sources are with what it is that you fundamentally want to be. And the more that we let go of our worries, of our unsuccesses, of our worries of being destroyed, the more we let go of these worries, the more they are not there. And you are worthy of being successful. And perhaps even a term like successful fades as you simply notice that you are in alignment with truth. What is success if you're seeing the truth in all things? If there is no worry for you, may you hum along. Okay, these review sessions snuck up on me. I thought we'd be doing another 50 lessons before review, but we're not. So we're going to pause the review of the principles, and we'll pick those back up, I suppose, after the next 10 days. So lesson 81. Remember, there are 2 reviews on each day. In the first part of the day, you will review the first review concept. In the second part of the day, you will review the second concept. The longer practice periods are simply reading or listening to me, reading the review idea and its comments slowly and sitting with it. Remembering you are here for your salvation and to fulfill your function daily. Suppose I'm speaking to myself to remember this. Sit with these ideas. Have conviction that you will be successful in assimilating this idea. No one is demanding anything from you. There is no extraction here. You are relaxing ideas that do not fit for you. And you're being curious about more love, more abundance, and more truth. What are those things? How might I notice them? Well, they depend on your invulnerability. So may you see yourself through your spiritual lens so we can appreciate our bodily structure. So we may relax and realize that we are fundamentally provided for. There is nothing we cannot handle. And our problem is already resolved. As we release this illusion of separation. If you have to repeat these ideas, so be it. But do not allow your intent to waver in the face of distracting thoughts. Realize that whatever form such thoughts may take, they have no meaning and no power. They are just thoughts, which are miracles. But we are the ones that are charging our ideas. Replace these thoughts, distracting thoughts, these powerless thoughts, meaningless thoughts. Replace them with your determination to succeed, which you know you must fundamentally. You have God on your team. What sport are you not winning now? Replace them with your determination to succeed. Do not forget that your will has power over all fantasies and dreams. Trust it to see you through and carry you beyond them all. Lesson 81. Reviewing. Idea 61. I am the light of the world. Please repeat this statement. I am the light of the world. Again, I am the light of the world. How holy am I, who have been given the function of lighting up the world? Let me be still before my holiness, in its calm light. Let all my conflicts disappear. In its peace, let me remember who I am. How holy am I, who have been given the function of lighting up the world? I am the light of the world. Let me be still before my holiness. In its calm light, let all my conflicts disappear. In its peace, let me remember who I am. You are the light of the world, and you are curious about seeing everything in life through your holiness, recognizing its calm and its peace. Some specific forms for applying this idea when special difficulties seem to arise might be, let me not obscure the light of the world in me. Let the light of the world shine through this appearance. This shadow will vanish before the light. So for the shorter practice period, you could consider, let me not obscure the light of the world in me. That you are the light of the world. Stop covering it up. Let the light of the world shine through this appearance, that you are more than what you imagine you are physically. Let your light shine through. This shadow will vanish before the light. That idea that you're holding on to, let it sit with truth. Truth will be all that is left over. There is no attack. It's an idea and truth together. What will be revealed is the truth. You will not die. The idea might change, or if it is synonymous with truth, it'll be the same. We do not need to be afraid. This shadow will vanish before the light. So for your first practice period, please reflect on this statement. I am the light of the world. Please imagine how holy you are to have the function of lighting up the world. Please rest, be still, and notice the calm, the peace in your holiness, allowing your conflicts to disappear, and remembering who you are, fundamentally connected to God. We do not need to be afraid. Please repeat this statement. I am the light of the world. You are. You are the light of the world. This will be your morning meditation. Reviewing idea 62. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. Forgiveness is your function as the light of the world. Please repeat after me. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. It is through accepting my function that I will see the light in me. And in this light will my function stand clear and perfectly unambiguous before my sight. My acceptance does not depend on my recognizing what my function is, for I do not yet understand forgiveness. Yet I will trust that in the light I will see it as it is. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. It is through accepting my function, forgiveness. It is through accepting that I am the light of the world and I am here to forgive that I will see the light in me. So we will use the tool of forgiveness to notice the light that you are. This is your function, to forgive, even if you do not know how. And in this light will my function stand clear and perfectly unambiguous before my sight. So you forgive, you notice your light, and your function remains. It becomes more clear, obvious, perfectly unambiguous as you begin to see through your light. My acceptance does not depend on my recognizing what my function is, for I do not yet understand forgiveness. Absolute permission to have no idea what you're doing, but to bring your intention forward because you intend to be well, you intend to heal, you intend to offer peace, you intend to be a beacon of love and light. Or do you intend for other things in life? Please evaluate your intention. You do not need to know everything that is associated with forgiveness. But we know we are on our way to forgiving wholly, so we may see our holiness. It's okay if you do not understand forgiveness. You can accept without totally being aware of your function, to forgive. I will trust that in the light, I will see it as it is. How about that? That whatever is revealed, you'll see it revealed. So let's just accept now this fundamental truth. As I see the truth, I will accept the truth. Great. That feels like it took nothing from me. That's a blessing for me to notice the truth and accept it as the truth. I will trust that in the light, I will see it as it is. Right now is just simply to accept that forgiveness will offer us something different than the cycle of upsets and attacks that we have been holding on to. If you are noticing that your life is being shaped by some version of dis-ease or destruction or death, and you do not like it, or if you're here reading this and you imagine that you like it, I'm asking you to consider, is that true? But if you notice this, then let's accept that we would appreciate a different way of seeing. And if we are seeing darkness, we would rather see much more light. So we accept that forgiveness is our function as the light of the world. Specific forms for using this idea might include, especially for your shorter practice periods. Let this help me learn what forgiveness means. Let me not separate my function from my will. Let me not separate my function from my will. That we have conviction to accomplish, to do, to see through. That's our will. And our function is forgiveness. If we are to ever notice our light, that we have been covering it up, so we must undo through the power of forgiveness and let it be revealed. There's no work to create the light. That's what God has done for us. That's why we are here. We're just going to wipe off everything that we've put there, blocking it. So we will keep our will in alignment with our function. I will not use this for an alien purpose. Okay, I wasn't expecting that line. I will not use this for an alien purpose. Your function as the light of the world is to forgive. I suppose this is saying that we're not here to trick ourselves, even as we feel lighter, to pursue more idols, an alien purpose. So you have an innate purpose and you have outside purposes. Your innate purpose, what is it? To live through your holiness, to see the truth, to wake up to God in the body. Lucky you, right now, reviewing an idea before bodily death, conscious, being curious about whatever it is that is, taking you all the way back to some idea. Perfect. That's all we need. We are an imagination from this lens. What we are is ideas. What are the holiest ideas? What is your true purpose? Not the one that you have been telling yourself. How may we see so that we may clearly see we are building in our best interest? Remember, the words do not exactly matter. We are charging our intention in our mind and in our words. Say it your way. Repeat after me. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. Okay. 2 exercises per day, plus some supplemental thoughts using whatever words you want. In the morning, please meditate on I am the light of the world. Repeat this idea slowly to yourself for the first few minutes. May you be still before your holiness. May you allow your conflicts to disappear in its calm light. May you remember who you are in its peace. And if you need to, repeat to yourself, I am the light of the world. Listen quietly but attentively. You are the light of the world. There is a message waiting for you. Be confident that you will receive it. Remember that this message belongs to you and that you want it. What you want is yours. I am the light of the world. And for your second session, forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. In the morning, you declare what you are. I am the light of the world. And in the afternoon or evening, you state your function as this light. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. It is through accepting your function that you will notice your light. I am Kesten Rono, and I am the light of the world. See you tomorrow for day 82.